All right, morning and welcome. It is the winners semifinals of the season 2 randomizer tournament. Joining me on comms today is Riley. How are you doing?
Morning. I'm I'm doing pretty good. I'm really excited for this matchup. Winners bracket semifinals we have on our hands, so I mean it's bound to be a pretty good.
Yeah, I get the feeling Riley wanted to commentate this one because he's scouting out his opponents, you know. And this is a pretty interesting matchup here. So we have the number 1 seed Connor75, one of the favorites to win it all. He had no real issues getting here. He steamrolled through me a couple days ago. And then we have someone that was a little bit unexpected. The number 20 seed Danilio, who had to go through quite the gauntlet of players to get here. Had to defeat Andrea, who was the 13 seed, Etiquette, who was the 4 seed, and Shady Mist, also one of the underdogs of the tournament, to even get to this point in the winners semis. So quite the legend killer we got going on the side of Danilio here. But this is going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really excited to see. It's almost like it feels like a David Goliath kind of matchup where you have Connor, the unshakable, like really good player that doesn't make mistakes. But Danilo has been capitalizing on every single matchup, has been playing pretty consistent throughout, and has made his way through to winner semis. So
we'll be starting here in, we'll say like 40 seconds or so here, but pretty appetizing start. We got a diving start, always a good thing to see. Then you have a move for Lanky Kong. You're going to be able to check that grape cage in the back of Helm's Isle right away.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is starting with Gorilla Gun as well is pretty interesting. It's one move that you don't have to think about at all for your late game hunts. And yeah, starting with Grape, it's not going to change up the opener much. Instead of going when you go to KLMZ, you're just going to go around back and get an extra check. But having diving early will enable more hints as soon as you get that key 2. You know you'll have extra 10 hints right away instead of just that 5 from lobby 3.
All right, we're going to be starting here momentarily, and here we go.
And the runners are off. So, yeah, we see Connor here.
This is basically going to be a mirror, it looks like.
Yeah, wow. Red versus blue.
Oh, it's a blue! Ooh. Is this trombone right off the... Oh, it's... Okay, well, that's not as exciting, but...
Hey, if we see an early castle, you never know if that Lanky Tower will show up. But yeah, just a standard opener. It seems they're both doing KLMZ. They're gonna peek the cage, get this dirt patch, dirt patches are shuffled in season 2 settings, which is something that everybody has been enjoying, I think. So
Danilio opting to not grab the blueprint. Connor's going to be doing that, and this is going to be out of logic. Logically, you do need a rank strength, but DK can just barely get to it.
And it's not even a 10-second, basically a free golden banana with a later dump if you gather a few blueprints. And here we see hints on Danilo's side, so I missed the first one already. But the igloo
Cave's Lanky, or Castle Lanky is Diddy. Ooh, boss is dead.
Ooh, that's a very good hint. Chop and scoff, we have blue at Diddy. Japes, free Diddy. Ooh, nice. Free. And you said the first one.
Castle Candy. What?
Castle Candy Diddy, way of the horde. And then you said Lanky frees Diddy as well in Castle?
Yes.
So Castle is honestly likely to be our first level, or if it's not, then I feel like it's pretty early with the hints we just got.
Yeah, it's one of the more open levels to start off, so it's very likely we'll see that earlier rather than later, just because you have the Kong inside that was already hinted.
Yep.
Also interesting to note that level 2 is only 1 golden banana. Usually, especially if level 1 is really open, you'll see like that require more GPs like we did in the earlier race. Like it required 5 in the last race, but we have a chunky potion in a shop.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pull early for sure. Chunky file, they're just gonna have to keep that in mind. I route this differently, where I usually don't even check aisles in my first trip. I usually like to wait for vines. So they're gonna have some decent early knowledge, but you're probably just gonna want to come back here at a later point. So,
and just as we expected, Castle level 1.
Yep, Castle level 1.
Diving is
past
key 5.
Aztec metal. Ooh, 2 key 5s right away. Okay.
You're gonna see the players hold on these hints for a bit because everyone has their own like hint-taking system here. The hints are actually baked into the pause menu screen, but it's most convenient to write them down somewhere else. Castle Shops key 4. Now that means they're gonna have access to level 5 pretty early. You can't, like, the shops aren't locked behind anything.
Unless it's locked by a Kong. And yeah, this is
another metal rewards hint.
For Diddy this time. So we have one for key 5 and path to Diddy and key 5. And with the way the hints work, those can be the same item. It's an overlapping hint, but they're both pointing to 2 different completely end goals. One is for the keys and one is for a Kong. So it could easily be one and the same item.
All right, going into level 1 here, Creepy Castle now. Very interesting that we have multiple training move hints. Now what that means is that the training move that you have, so for instance, let's say key 5, or diving is path to key 5. That means somewhere along the line, diving is going to get you key 5, or something that's going to point to key 5.
Okay, and usually your usual suspects are Galleon, because more than, I want to say, like 3/4 of the Galleon checks are diving locked. And then your other suspect is Aztec, which could be like all together, but we'll just have to wait and see because we have not seen those levels yet. And it seems like they're both going to the Castle Underground section first, which I kind of agree with. You can get a few of DK coins and do one check pretty quickly here, so it makes sense.
Yeah, DK actually has the least amount of coins. We don't have any like randomized like coin locations here except for the rainbow coins. So getting DK coins is really crucial because he has the least out of all the Kongs.
Yeah, and especially with starting with them, if you're looking to climb at all, you're gonna want those coins before you hit that cranky shop. So yeah. Okay.
Unfortunate find.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You just have to keep rolling.
And for those who are watching the first time, metals we actually disable the the jetpack check, so metals don't actually do anything for you. And there's gonna be a key. I think that's gonna be key 4.
Key 4, yeah. Can we afford that?
We can.
Yes, we can. So that is lobby 5 accessible, which is pretty interesting. I mean, that's a set of 5 hints. Next time you exit the aisles, they're probably going to both do that. It's a shame that you kind of have to come back to this candy shop area for that Diddy vial, which you know is hinted. But it's not a big deal. It's just a little time-consuming.
All right, I can imagine we're going to be getting an exploratory version of all the shops here, and Connor's definitely got a good way of doing it. Danilio's been following him pretty well, but it looks like they're going to do a minor split here.
Yeah, Connor's going immediately to that funky area.
Oh, and he got dunkstered!
Oof. That is unfortunate, but it seems to happen to at least everybody once in a while, so
yeah,
you shouldn't feel too bad about it.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't have any instruments, and while you do have Grape, it's the weakest weapon, tied with the weakest weapon with Feather. So, like, you're going to be wasting a lot of ammo if you try to use that to shoot him from afar.
Yeah, and not only that, it takes, I think it's 16 bullets, right, with Feather and Grape. So
he got dunkstered again!
Oh, Connor! Oh.
Did Danilio work out some like black magic or something before this race? What is going on?
That's nuts. So
that Kasplat is, oh my god, that is not an easy one or a fun one to fight if you don't have instruments or good guns.
Yeah, I mean, if you fall in a specific way, so what I usually do is you can fall onto it in a specific way where even if you get knocked, like if you land right in the middle of the platform, you usually can not, like you don't get knocked. Okay, Connor playing it super safe.
That was incredibly safe. We got a 7-coin Lanky potion.
Yeah, so what I expect here is that they're going to do this greenhouse. Sorry, I forgot the word there. There's some coins in there for Lanky. I'm trying to think of other locations with Lanky coins at this point. There's some in a tree at the start, and they would just need to find 2 additional coins somewhere.
I think there's 4 by the mausoleum down in the crypt area, so I feel like they're going to be getting that once they head down there for Funky. There's another key!
That has to be key 2, or it could be 7, I guess. But I'm expecting key 2.
That could definitely be 7.
Yes.
But I think key 2 is more likely.
I agree. Even though the mace has an orang stand sprint barrel, you do not logically need that to do this check. This check has plenty of time of spare if you know your way around the maze. So Danilo grabs a key with not a problem, and yeah, that is key 2.
Was in fact key 2 indeed. So now, checking the battle pad here. The crowns are randomized in the pool, so you'll have to check the battle pads. However, the crowns don't actually do anything for you. Normally, they are used to open a door in Helm. Those doors are disabled, so you don't actually need to collect any crowns. That's going to be a quick golden banana for them.
Yeah, that's one you grab for sure. Also to mention, with crown, the battle crown specifically, if it is designated a junk item, they just do not spawn. So if you go into an area and you're like, where's my crown? That means it had a junk item and it just did not spawn.
Very interesting opening here. The person who you would not expect to be behind is Connor75. He's not really behind that much, but that was a pretty major mistake he made in falling off. Now, I think we're going to see Danilio opt to not climb up, which only has 2 accessible moves from it, or 1 accessible check from him. He's going to go down to the crypt area instead. I'm thinking he wants some Lanky coins so he can go back up and get some from that 7-coin move from Cranky.
Yeah, he's definitely thinking about the mausoleum right now. I would think so. He's gonna go straight there, get the 4 coins, and then climb back up. And then at that point, he might reconsider climbing up. It's like you have to do that movement anyway, so might as well, because there is that infamous dirt patch at the top of the castle, which climbing just for that feels miserable.
But it is a very low sphere check, especially when it's the first level.
Yeah. That's what makes it tempting.
Doing the smart thing here.
Yeah, taking no chances. But, yeah, 16 bullets is quite a lot.
Good to know, though, that there's those ammo boxes right there. So I guess it doesn't hurt that much.
There is 2 3-packs here, so... oh, he's not... Oh, he's running by the other pack, though. Connor just finishing up his crown. He's going to walk out of here. So I'm imagining that Connor will take the climb all the way up. They can also do the DK room out of logic here. No, he's jumping down. Oh, yes, he's just going to go to Funky this way. Okay. I think this is faster than, say, warping, so that makes sense. But yeah, they can do DK's room out of logic in this seed.
Can also do this room out of logic.
Yes, this room out of logic early, which is pretty funny. So Danilo is going to try to not get hit by enemies, going to make it with very little time. We'll see if he can do it. And... oh, okay.
The gate, yeah, as you can see, that gate's usually pretty lenient. Like, it will start closing at 0. It doesn't, like, instant close on you. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why this check is really viable out of logic, even for like a not like an experienced player, right? You can just do that out of logic and it's moderately simple as long as there's not like a ridiculous enemy in the way.
Yeah, the fireball could be the dangerous enemy where it goes faster than most enemies, and then that could ruin your day a little bit. And Funky had nothing. So Danilo is just leaving, and he's going back to Cranky, I would assume.
Connor, I think, needs to finish some cleanup, check Funky, and then he'll likely be doing the same shortly. Yeah,
so Danilo is just slightly ahead at the moment. We also do not forget that Lanky locks Diddy in Castle, if I remember my hints right. So want to do those lanky checks as soon as possible. So with how many lanky checks have we already done with that underground? We have not many left. We have the lanky room.
Oh, is it going to be in the tower again?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because what else do we have? Because we've checked all the shops. We have the underground check as well.
We did get Baboon Balloon mega early. We really are only homing / sniper scope away from it.
Yeah, and then the no bosses as well, yeah. So we're missing either sniper or homing. Homing is also in logic for that room in season 2. So we're either missing trombone or one of those two moves, which is pretty interesting. So that means that Balloon is guaranteed to be Way of the Hero in some capacity, because it does lead to Diddy, either in the dungeon or the tower.
Looks like we're gonna get a key 5 check here. Both players are effectively tied at the moment.
They have 15 hints to read, so get cozy, everybody. We're gonna get a lot of information dealt to us here. And
Aztec level 5.
Level 5 Aztec.
Castle Shops is tiny K. Rool.
We just got Feather on Cranky, so that fulfills it immediately.
Aztec Cranky Diddy.
Cranky Aztec. Board. We have a Foolish Shipyard Outskirts. Outskirts Foolish, which is a decent check. 22. That is a pretty low amount, I would say, for level 5. 22, I think I would say anything under 30 is a good amount for level 5. So seeing 22 is definitely nice. Yeah, so Danilio opting to roll out. He might kick over to the above dirt patch here, which is what I'm assuming Connor didn't do.
Oh, there's a clear potion.
There's a clear potion, which is logically locked by 4 moves. Oh, and Danilio misses the kick.
That's
so
a hard one.
Yeah, it is a little tough. Okay, Chunky can be bought in Galleon.
Creme Isle is Diddy.
Creme Isle's path to Diddy. Creme Isle's path to Diddy. Creme path did. Galleon Caverns, path to Key 8. 8, we have a Foolish Caves and Mines. And Japes. And Galleon Shops is path to Key 5. That's our 3rd Key 5 hint. That is not something you want to see.
All
Okay.
right, level
And
3.
now we see level 3, which is Jungle Japes. And 5 more hits. Aztec Chunky Claptrap Room. That was a lanky for something.
Research and development.
That was path to keep Connor ready too fast.
I think that was Chunky K. Rool. Yeah, I think Danilio is a real friend of the stream. He's going slower.
Yeah. Chunky can find Tiny and Aztec. Okay. Chunky can find Tiny and Aztec, and then we just got a Claptrap Way the Hero room. If you put the two together, it's very likely Tiny's in the Claptrap room and Tiny Temple. Okay, Forest Lanky Metal. Forest Lanky Metal is Way the Horde. Which is one they already have in logic as long as they get to Forest. R&D's path to Diddy. R&D path to Diddy phase. Okay, and Connor just struts right into Japes. I didn't even see how many it was, but it was a plenty, so he's just strutting right in.
It was 8 to get in.
Yeah, wow, okay. So it
is 22
not,
for level 5.
Yeah, 22 is going to get accomplished pretty quickly. And how many was Galleon? Did anybody catch how many bananas was for Galleon? Because that is the crucial point, because Chunky is just in a shop in Galleon. So once you have access to that, Chunky is very likely just purchasable. And it didn't say a specific Kong, so it is going to be a family shop Chunky. So 16 for Galleon? Okay. With Japes here, I think this is very accomplishable. Especially since you know you'll find a move to get to Diddy in this level at some point as well. So we're just going to be looking for one of 2 moves here. Information overload. It's really hard to dissect what they're really going to accomplish. It's just stuff we're going to try to think about a bit later. But for now, yeah, they're just going to do Japes. We have the free Diddy is Way of the Horde this right now, so we're going to see what they get off of that, and hopefully it's something they can use to progress to C.
Something interesting to note so far about the seed is Kremile was pat the Diddy K rule. We did get Baboon Balloon from that. Now, I'm pretty certain that Baboon Balloon's going to be for getting Diddy Kong, but that hit won't be for Diddy Kong. Rocket Barrel Boost is going to be in Japes Hillside, and that's where the Way of the Hero was.
Yes, but that is very interesting because we have 3 Path the Diddy hints, which is not, that was not one of them. So that means the other 3 Path the Diddy hints are all for Peanuts. So we have 3 hints just for Peanut, which is,
I think there's 4 Diddy hints.
We have Igloo, we have R&D,
Igloo,
we have
Aztec, Metal, Kremile, and R&D.
Yes, we have 4 hints for just Peanut.
It's gonna be a wild ride, chat.
Oh no, that is really dangerous. You do not want to see those extended paths because that is a nightmare.
Don't have coconut guns, so there's not really too much accessible in Japes, but very easy to clear a decent chunk of it out.
Yep, they'll be able to get DK's medal, a few golden bananas, a blueprint or 2, and then they kind of have to just do things. I don't know, they just right now they're really looking again for either trombone, homing, or sniper to do one of the lanky checks in Castle, which leads to Diddy, and that is probably your next set of progression at the moment.
Looks to be a pretty barren Japes other than Rocket Barrel at the moment.
And to remember, neither of them climbed to do the dirt in Castle, right?
Correct.
So that could that is still one check available for them.
And to be fair, it does feel pretty bad.
Yeah,
especially if you don't have Tiny.
They do have all of Forest as well, to forget. They did skip level 2 Forest and headed straight into Japes, which I don't know how I feel about it this seed. Obviously, Japes is pretty quick, so it's not that big of a deal. But Forest Lanky Metal is accessible, and they can do it. So that is definitely their next progression play, I think, here after Japes, which has not really led to much.
Nice banana path by Connor there.
Yeah, it was just missing the 1.
Yeah, there's like 5 singular bananas at the bottom of the river there. Yep. If you're missing a couple, you can just route that in.
Yeah, I don't think it is in logic though, Lanky Metal, without O-stand here though.
Have to whip out the calculator for that one.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of it right now, but I think they at least need O-stand. I could be wrong, though. I'm not sure with Grape Shooter. And Connor is forgoing Forest completely.
He wants Chunky.
I want Chunky. Yeah, I want Chunky now. So he's just going to prioritize getting Chunky Kong. Logic be damned. Because logically, in the logic, the seed expects you to have 3 Kongs before accessing level 4. So Galleon being level 4, you know you can get everything before Diddy here. So you can get Diddy before, or Tiny, but Tiny is hinted in Aztec. So you know you can get Diddy before accessing Galleon. So Connor is just making this straight up play. I want Chunky. I want to do a little more efficiency.
Oh, it's going to pay off because Chunky is right at the beginning.
Yeah, he's right at the beginning, and he's only $5. And you knew the thing is you knew he was going to be in a family shop just because the hint said Chunky can be bought and not X Kong can buy Chunky, right? So that definitely helps.
Chunky is now free.
Yep. And we do not have we don't have a really single useful Chunky move. We do have Gorilla Gone, but it doesn't really do much for you at the moment. So anything interesting in Galleon, we have Cavern's Path to Key 8 and Shop's Path to Key 5. So they're going to probably find another item here that they can purchase.
That cop is in a horrible spot.
And Connor slamming a switch for an Outskirts Foolish. He might
remember that before he goes there. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. I mean, the thing is, in this game, Foolish doesn't necessarily mean bad. Sometimes it is still pretty decent for quick GB access, so... but I don't think that specific one is super fast anyway, so I would always forgo it if it'd be Foolish. Shops here. Okay, so something in the Funky Shop has to be Path to Key 5 here. Since Kongs are assumed, and Kongs themselves cannot be a path hint. So Chunky was in the Cranky Shop, and we also have Shop's Path to Key 5. So that means that Chunky can never be Path to Key 5 himself because he is assumed as a Kong. And there you go. Oh!
Just
perfect
barely.
amount.
I mean, there's coins on the cactus right outside.
Yeah, that is fair. It's just like, it's that satisfaction of like, it's just the right amount. But yeah. Are we really shocked guitar is Path to Key 5 here?
I'm a little surprised Danilio didn't just do the DK check in the Mills area, but I kind of respect it. It's out of logic, so...
Yeah, I've kind of started doing that as well a little bit. That is a really slow check in the first place. So
it's hard to not to go back there though, because you're already there to get the splat.
Yeah,
I get why you skip it though.
I mean, against Connor, that's the kind of skip you would want to make anyways, if you feel like you're at a disadvantage. Like, it's out of logic, it's long, right? Oh, yeah. And there's a family vial. Is it sniper homing? Do we have homing or sniper?
It is homing, it's homing.
It is homing, exactly, okay. So that is probably our logical access to, at this point, I mean, Diddy has to be in rooms, right? I mean, that makes sense.
I think there's a chance that Diddy could be in the dungeon.
Yes.
But we need to find Trombone for that.
Yes, and having access to homing, the light bell goes off in my head. It's like, okay, it is very likely that obviously it could not be. I think Danilo's still gonna climb here. Okay. Nothing on the chunky minecart.
Oh, it's vine swinging.
Vines, yeah, that makes sense. It is in the first 3 levels, so we had to see that. And,
interesting. Danilo's just gonna bail here without climbing the forest.
Yeah, he's exactly thinking what I was saying. Homing, okay. The alarm bell is going off. I want Diddy. So he's just making the hard play to go to Lanky Tower.
This is a very good play. Respect.
Yeah, it's good. Getting your Kongs early just makes your routing so much more efficient. So that's why I also agreed with what Connor did.
Good to note as well here that Forest Lanky Metal was hinted as a way of the Horde, so getting that vine there, like, you could tell that Danilo only wanted that and didn't want to leave. Now, again, these are the kind of plays you need to do to beat Connor. Like, he needs to go straight up there, and he knows it if he wants to have a chance to win.
Yeah, and the mushroom climb is pretty long at the moment. They have Rocket Barrel, so if he gets Diddy, he's probably thinking, if I get Diddy first, I can just use Rocket Barrel to climb the mushroom if he wants to come back. So, yes, Danilo is the one with homing and not Connor. Unless Connor just grabbed it, but I don't think he's not
hasn't got there yet.
Yeah. Oh, did you mean like homing ammo themselves? Like, did he get some crates of homing?
Oh, but that's okay, because like he can warp 5 somewhere else, but like he's gonna discover in a second that he needs to go somewhere else for the homing ammo.
Yeah, he might have just thought of that. There is some in the DK room, so he might fall here and do the DK room.
Yeah, that's what I normally do, but it looks like he's going to discover shortly that he's going to make a mistake.
Yeah, this is going to be a little costly. Because when you get homing ammo, you don't get ammo with it, I think.
You do not get ammo with it, correct?
Yes. So he's going to kill all the enemies, and then he's going to be disappointed.
Yep, there it is.
Womp womp. So
Here
yeah,
comes
the
Connor
correct
with homing ammo.
Yeah, there comes Connor. He's probably thinking the same thing. Yeah, Danilo's checking his ammo. Am I doing this right? So the optimal play would probably be to do DK room because you can do an extra check at the same time, right? So it's like you can kill two birds with one stone. But he seems like he's just thinking of, okay, where is some, and Funky Shop is the easiest to remember.
Yeah.
But it is a little time consuming.
The problem with DK room though is that you don't have instrument and you need to kill all the enemies in there, so that definitely is going to be additional time.
Again, at the same time, you are doing an extra check and getting homing, so it's like maybe it's a little slower overall. It's like it gets you that extra GB that could be useful later.
Alright, Connor is going to opt to climb the mushroom here. Hasn't really gotten him much of anything yet, but we'll see. Yeah, it's remains to be seen if we'll see anything else up here.
Connor's makes sense. This isn't a play that makes sense for Connor. He plays safe. This is a very safe play to do at the moment. It's not too super aggressive. You're climbing the mushroom. You're getting, yes, Chunky as well, so you can get Chunky's bananas on the way up. He has a few more, yeah, I was going to say he has a few extra checks, but yeah, Chunky Metal would be the only thing he has over it. But we'll see if anything else shows up.
All right, so we are going to see potentially Tiny here, and if Tiny's not here, she's going to be in the dungeon check.
You mean, yeah, Diddy, not Tiny.
Diddy, correct.
Yeah, I'm expecting Diddy here, so
it makes too much sense. And there he is.
Yeah. So that is a plus Diddy for.
Oh, thank God he had homing ammo for this.
Yeah, this one is one that you're just praising homing ammo. It is extremely nice. Oh, but that beaver. Oh, that ammo flew. Oh, it's some. Oh, you can't use.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, okay, he got it. Okay, I've tried using homing when it's the mushroom that's not moving behind that crate, and it's depending on the ammo type, it can just hit the box consistently, which is pretty annoying.
Diddy's free. Go get him. The worst part about this is you have to baboon balloon up again.
Yeah, this is the one weird check. I don't know why it was programmed that way. When you come out of the baboon balloon, you have to go back up with it because you don't have enough height. But there's Diddy for Danilio.
He didn't immediately pause exit. So I'm wondering if he's going to be doing some Diddy con
He has there is a Diddy vial here that they want to get. So he'll try to get Diddy coins probably here and get that potion in the candy shop.
Now, there are several coins. There are 3 coins in front of the dungeon area here. There's also 4 coins on the bridge. Pretty easy to get.
Yeah, but I'm surprised he's doing these first. It's like he's hoping it's 3 or less as Connor gets Baboon Blast.
Baboon Blast located at the top of exterior.
Yeah, it's a little scary, isn't it? Blast, it's not hinted. And then...
Oh, that's a lot.
Weapon. So that's something you want. It's not peanuts. You know it's not peanuts, so it is coconut or pineapple. So yeah, maybe he wanted to check the shop price, but that is really high. He is just going to go to Galleon. Which makes sense. He's going to be able to get the 5 coins around Cranky as well.
Yeah, and there's also... Yeah, and there's also 4 coins around the cactus at the bottom. So, like, this is 9 guaranteed coins.
Yeah, and he guarantees himself Chunky. So he's probably just going to do a short trip wall again. Connor is just, like, playing super safe. Okay, I get my grape. I climb the mushroom. I come to the back area of the owl tree area, so... Which, yeah, they can actually do the owl race if it is something. So that is pretty funny. Oh, well, I guess Connor doesn't have Diddy. Whoops. Oh. Okay.
It's barrel throw.
Yeah.
I think Danilio left a little too early.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's a high chance I think he comes to... Oh, don't die. Danilio. So that's 18 for Danilio. and vines for Connor's just getting moves and moves and moves right now. We're yet to see if barrel is required. It's not hinted, so it could just be not required for barrels. So we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, he's pretty low on coins with everybody. He's gonna opt to bite with DK.
Chunky has been obtained.
Yeah, so Danilo's the first one to 4 Kongs. But I think he is a little behind in GBs. Yes, Connor's at 21, Danilo's at 18. So they're both pretty close to being able to access Aztec, and look at that.
Oh, that was bold.
Just going straight back to get that shooter. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if it is coconut, you're going to have to go back to Galleon with coconut anyways. You're just going to make your rounding a little easier. I don't mind this play again. It's a little aggressive, but I like it.
Yeah, and again, Danilio knows he needs to be aggressive to win, so he is going all out.
Yeah, like I said, I've been liking his plays for how. And again, look at Connor's playing super safe. Like, he's not skipped anything. He's being super thorough in his early level. He's even doing these out of logic checks. So. But to note, Connor did just hit 22 GB, so he has access to that also level 5 Aztec, so that's going to be important.
In the meantime, Danilio is down quite a few GBs.
He is down a few.
Not enough where it's like bad, but something. Right? It's Pineapple.
It is Pineapple. Okay. So Pineapple is Way of the Horde. We know that's Way of the Horde. But for what? We still have a few things.
And don't forget, there is a vial in Isle shops with Chunky, so I wonder if we're going to be seeing that.
Yeah, hopefully they remembered and they can grab Chunky. Yeah, that's where Connor's going straight away. As soon as you say that, Connor's going to be doing that plus the Vines check in here. So. Okay, what do we have?
Moment of truth.
Don't care, give it to me. Said Connor. It is Hunky. Okay.
Well, Chunky's not hinted at the K rule, and
not
usually
yet.
He is if you're going to be playing using Chunky on K rule. So
yes, but we did also get 4 Diddy path hints just for Peanut. So there's going to be a Kong left out of the, which is, I mean, it's usually a DK, but the last Kong will only get 1 hint, no matter who that is. Unless it's a 5th one for Diddy, which would be ridiculous, but...
This is an interesting play. This is not going to get him... This is going to get him coins.
This is going to get him Chunky's medal, most importantly, here. Yeah. He did get the 30. He's going to get the peak, get the medal with it. And yeah, that was mostly his goal, I think. Connor's doing the Creme Isle checks, which we know is hinted path to Diddy, so these are also pretty important to do, I would think. So I agree with Connor to do these. Both are nothing, though. So for Creme Isles, what do we have left? We have Tiny Pad, and if it's not Tiny Pad, then Balloon, right?
It is Balloon, I think.
I mean, I'm saying the only other check we have in Creme Isles is that tiny sax pad at the top. And if that is nothing, then that means that Balloon has to lead to another Way of the Hero item for Diddy.
Connor's going to go back into here for Diddy. Meanwhile, we're going to see some cannon game fun, baby. And
okay. Connor's doing balloon checks. So we'll see if this dirt patch is something. We have to keep this in mind for... okay, it is just a GB. To keep that in mind for the path to Diddy hints. Yep. Danilo is just doing some galleon checks.
He doesn't have barrel throw. He can't do the cannon game.
Yeah, which is a little unfortunate, but it's whatever. He's probably never going to do that check anyways at this point.
And get caught.
Oh, That's unfortunate. Yeah, and then Connor's turn to climb. Did Connor get homing ammo? I don't think he also did, right? He might do DK's room.
No, it's marked that he did.
No,
yeah,
sorry.
I think
the ammo itself.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he did.
Okay.
But he might opt to do DK's room. Nope.
He just walks by.
Oh, he said he did get homing in the attic. Okay, so he did lanky attic and got the homing ammo there. So
yes, that is correct. Yes, you're right. Okay, and then Lowe's just gonna do the neat jump. Did he get it for? Yeah, perfect jump. So he is going to go on his merry way, and he's going to go get Diddy. Well, Danilio is doing some cleanup in Galleon here. He's obviously chasing that vial in the shop that is path to key 5. So they seem there's going to be pretty close clashing in together, because after this, the likely suspect is just to go to Aztec, right? They're just kind of both backtracing on what the other has done, but Danilio has definitely skipped a lot more checks, and it seems to have worked pretty well for him so far.
Yeah, the only that barrel throw, I'm just hoping he gets back there sooner rather than later.
Again, yes, barrel throwing would be nice, but as far as we know, barrels might not be needed this seed. So we'll just have to wait and see for that one.
That'd be quite the rarity. Definitely not needed for K. Rool.
Not as of yet. Yeah. We started with grape. That doesn't matter. I forget you need trombone for that, but yeah, that last K. Rool hint will be crucial in knowing who's in the phase for sure. Yeah, he is just going around getting Diddy's medal here. Oh, missed one.
Man, really nice to see the Trough and Scoffs are dead immediately. So you don't need to worry about going in there. That's such a nice thing to see as a
literally
player.
Might be the best lobby 1 hint you could ever ask for. Oh, and what is... Yeah, Connor is going to get all the coins.
Yeah, there's 4 on the bridge. There's 2 additional ones on these guys. So this is just 6 free coins for him.
And then he's going to get the 9th at the bottom and then be able to buy the move. Yeah. Because the maximum the shops can be for purchase, the maximum is 9. So you're covering all grounds here by getting exactly 9. Okay. Danilo's getting more blueprints. He does have 3 with Chunky. I don't know exactly how many he had, because they both need 22 to enter Angry Aztec.
Alright, I'm wondering here if Danilio will get the guitar, then turn around and just open the thing. Connor's upset that it's 8 coins, but he knows there's Diddy coins right down the hall, so he's not too mad about it.
It is a bit unlucky that it's that high, but it is what it is.
Be finishing up some gold banana purchasing here. We're gonna see.
Okay, Danilio is at 20. So
pineapple launcher purchased on Connor's side.
Yeah, and then Danilio just bought the guitar Gazump as well. And yeah, he's doing exactly what he said, turning right back around. I don't think Connor did this, did he?
He did not have Diddy at the time.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's...
Now, Diddy's 5-door ship is cool because not only you can do his own check in the 5-door ship, he can also peek Chunky and Lanky's room in here as well, because all 3 of those rooms are connected.
Yep, they're all connected, so you can see that. And as that same time, Connor is making his way to Angry Aztec, and he is also 7 GBs up, so. On Danilio,
I don't think Danilio's gold banana tracker is super up to date here. There's nothing in any of these 5-door ships here. So yeah, he's just gonna buy. Yeah, he's at 20. So
it is 20 to 27. So Connor is ahead with 7 extra GBs at the moment, which is oof. And I don't think Danilo has done anything outside of that little galleon thing that Connor hasn't done, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
So that is a little brutal.
Yeah, it just like that proves the experience that Connor has. Like being able to like safely do all of the checks that he needs to so efficiently, and still be like ahead of Danilio, who's been cutting corners to try to keep pace.
Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, the best thing for Danilo is if they are on a super hunt at the end, then the GB count doesn't matter as much. But for now,
Right.
yeah, Connor has a slight advantage, I would say, for sure.
Good news for Danilio, he does not need to dump blueprints right away to get to 22. Yeah. He can just go straight into Aztec after getting the chunky shop here.
Because move-wise, they are basically even, right? They like outside of blast and barrels, I should say.
Super
wow.
Simian Slam.
That is an incredibly good find because a lot of Aztec checks have some slam checks. So that's going to be really nice. So the important thing here to remember about Angry Aztec, we have medals are Path to Diddy phase and Path to Key 5. We have the Chunky Claptrap Room, which is Way of the Hero in the Tiny Temple. We have Chunky unlocks Tiny Kong, and we have Cranky is Path. Diddy Cranky Diddy is Way of the Horde. So there's a lot to do here in Aztec.
That medal rewards double hint is really appealing right now. Both players have guitar that can access the back of Aztec, and I believe that gives them access to all the bananas they need.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that gives us access to everything. I think DK might not be in Logic. That'd be the only one because there's no coconut available.
And there's Strong Kong shenanigans too in there.
Yes, there's what, like at least 40, almost 40 locked just by Strong Kong.
Yeah, Danilio's just gonna skip the vase room. I'm really not surprised there.
Wow. Oh, he doesn't have barrels. He has to.
He doesn't have barrels. That is kind of saving him time at this point.
Yeah, but it was it's a GB though, so it's not like a super slow GB for him to have gotten. Oh, and there's our first one.
Blast. That is going to be on Chunky.
Yeah, so that is... We're probably going to clear every medal here just for safety reasons, but that is a very good candidate for either Path to Key 5 or the Path to D phase, I would think. Okay, so has diving given us anything so far?
I don't think so. I don't think there's been anything in Galleon besides the shop.
Yeah, which is not locked by diving. So it's important to keep an eye out on this vulture check here, because this is locked by diving. So we'll see. I would say so. I think Connor's decision to rush Chunky has definitely helped him out with GBs. Getting your Kongs as early as possible is always a good solution to for efficiency in terms of routing.
I will say, though, I've been very impressed with Danilio's play here. He looks like a rando veteran. Like, that Tony seat is very, very not representative of his skill level, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Connor's just that good, but I would say that Danilo, I think his routing has been very good. Like, for knowing that he is probably unfavored, I think he's been cutting corners very effectively. So, and it's not like he's cutting huge corners for sure, but he's not like outright like, oh, I need to isolate that. There's like still room for him to go back to a lot of those things later. Okay, and there's Danilo getting his bongos, which again, we have Metal's Path to Key 5 and Path to Diddy phase. So it's going to be really difficult to try to keep an eye out on that. We do have 3 Key 5 hints, and that is our first one, because... No, Galleon Shops, which was what, Pineapple?
Galleon shops.
No, it was
had
guitar.
Guitar.
Yes,
A
guitar
pineapple
is
is in castle.
Yes, okay. Correct. Guitar. I did not write that down because I forgot. There's so much going on. So yeah, guitar has to lead to another path to key 5 hint. And then we have metal. So I guess guitar locks most of them. Oh yes, we knew that. Okay.
And there's the bean!
What do you think Connor does? Is he a bean? Oh, he doesn't have enough coins.
He can't buy it again. He's gonna have to come back again.
Dude, Diddy coins and shambles.
Buy the bean, Connor, for the fans. Please. Come on, Connor, do it.
Did Connor grab the coins by the Chimpy charge switch? I don't think so, right? That's probably a mistake.
Well, there's coins by the in the tunnels by the Chimpy charge.
Yeah.
Not the Chimpy charge, a hunky chunky barrel. So.
All right. Yep, he is leaving the bean behind.
No, Connor is not a bean leaver, chat.
A man of my people. I mean, what? Yeah, he is exactly getting these coins here. He's probably gonna walk to warp 3 and then just warp right back. He is, yeah, they're really low on coins, so he's even getting like every single coins here. They've not gotten a single. Have they gotten even a rainbow coin? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. They've seen a couple rainbow coins.
Yeah, but they're little long barrel coins, so they've opted against it. Okay.
All right, we're gonna be seeing Vulture Race here now. Remember. You did get Rocket Barrel and Hillside, and that didn't hint at anything, but this is still behind Guitar.
Yes,
and Guitar is a path to key.
Crucially, Guitar here is the big thing. I would assume, yeah, that's nothing. So you're just gonna basically full clear the back of Aztec here. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't.
I mean, if they don't have the item to do the thing, then they can't.
Oh, that's true. But mostly, they will do what they can.
Yes. I know we all want to see Beetle Race, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
Unless they find Tiny into Mini Monkey, like right now.
Tiny is locked by Chunky Kong in Angry Aztec. So, we'll need... And we have a direct Chunky Claptrap room in the Tiny Temple. So I'm already expecting it to be there.
There's a triangle. That's what Connor missed.
Triangle. I'm trying to think. I think we have something that we need triangle for. Do we?
Yeah, you just said the claptrap room.
Oh. Oh.
Well, unfortunately, Danilio is not a bean lever either, so I can see the entire of the stream chat starting to boo both of the players. Should have been a bean lever.
I'm certainly the proponent for speed, and I think they're both trying to go fast and leaving the bean behind.
I don't blame them for skipping the bean.
The bean is all fun and all good, but
Yep.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Simeon Spring was on the
Lanky
chunky
Metal.
Was that Lanky Metal? Okay, well.
Yes, he is in Lanky Temple, so that is a Lanky Metal for Spring. So right now, we have Spring and Bongos, path to Diddy and path to Key 5. That is absolute filth.
If you are good, if you are a gamer, you can kick to this check with DK and get the check without doing the room. There she is!
Yeah, let's see. Danilo is setting up for it.
Oh, he didn't get it!
He rolled too early. So there's a specific spot where you need to stand before you roll, and he just rolled too far out, so he unfortunately has to do the check.
It's a lot easier to do when you have Chimpy charge, but...
And I think you can also achieve it with Tiny Dive Kick. She gets enough distance that you can do that.
Good try on the side of Danilo, though, but he's going to be getting Tiny shortly.
Yeah, Tiny, which is pretty good.
Danilio will be the first of all 5 Kongs. Good news for him.
Yeah, Connor's not going to be far behind, though.
Unless he forgets about the Aztec shop, which I don't think is going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to happen. All right, is there anything? Nope, nothing in the 5-door temple. And Danilo's just on his merry way out.
Wow, Tiny Kong's in the Tiny Temple? Who could have thought?
Yeah. Is this even randomized?
Yeah. I made this seed smile. Hey, look, we got a high 5 at Warp 2. And they're off their own separate ways again.
Yeah, because they're just going to backtrack to what each other just did.
Yep.
Danilo's full clearing the back of Aztec because you kind of don't have a choice. Again, I think you kind of have to because of the guitar path to key 5.
That Simian Spring medal reward is something
dangerous
to think about, though.
I hate to say it as well, but they're so short on coins that buying the bean is just a disaster.
Yeah, that's the correct play, probably.
If they had more coins, I would not mind it because they can actually go up there and peak that check, and because they have feather and pineapple. But yeah, they were very, very short on coins. I'm sorry, everybody. You can boo me all you want. Okay, now Connor's turn to do the skip, and he gets it. Yep, there we go.
The good news about the way Danilio did this is that he's getting all these tiny coins now that Connor doesn't have. Although Connor may end up just getting all these coins anyway.
Again, I think he will come back and do the tiny temple, the tiny 5-door temple. Just because,
I think that's what he's doing now, actually.
He's also I think he's just coming in here just to get the 2 tiny balloons. No, right? What else would he... Oh, no. Wait, what would he be coming in here for, then? Yeah.
Yeah, he wants the tiny balloons. He's hard pushing that path.
Yeah, of course. I don't blame him. I think you want to full clear your balloon path. It's just, I don't know if this is faster than just going to the 5-door temple area and just getting what Danilo is doing. I guess without Ponytail Twirl, it is probably slightly faster. Because... the trees can be a bit annoying to get onto, but Danilo's just making his jolly way around and doing the same thing Connor just did, so.
Obviously, he's going to be doing the chunky one first because that is the much more appealing of the 5-door temple rooms.
That is the money door.
It's not a money door this seed, though.
No, it didn't give too much. Oh, and we also have not done the Llama Temple. That's right. Oh. We have not found anything, I mean, outside of Spring being guitar locked. Nothing super interesting. But the Spring kind of does make sense. Because it is Metal's path to key 5 and Guitar's path to key 5, right? They're both kind of behind each other. So we'll see, but we'll see what Tiny Metal hoards as well for us.
Hope he doesn't go left. Don't go left. Oh
my God.
He was playing the fate right there. Good thing that cop was not paying attention at the time. Now, a fun thing to note about the cops. Obviously, they're not in the vanilla game in like normal spots. They're only in the mini game. We put them in the main game, took them out of the barrel game and put them in the main game. They have basically 2 states. They have their active state where they're actually looking for you. There's coconut shooter on DK.
That is very important.
That is a big boy find right there. Doesn't get any bigger than that.
No, I agree. I tend to agree.
And now we've found 3 moves on the 5.
Did
you see that? Did you see that balloon pop on Danilio's screen?
Wow, that was kind of funny. That is true etiquette. But also, Coconut Gun is just locked by guitar. So it is anything on the Lighthouse side. Path to key 5.
And the worst part is I can't remember what I was explaining. It was a good explanation too, but Connor rudely interrupted it.
Yeah, I had to mention guitar. I apologize.
Of course. All right, no tiny 5-door temple for Danilio.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
Not super surprised, but I am surprised.
No. Okay, there's Danilio's spring. How far is he for DK's bananas?
Oh, not even close.
Oh no, that's not good. I mean, he needs to do the tree. The 3 bunches at the start with the trees, and yeah, Connor's already out of Aztec. I think he's going straight to Galleon. No, that's not Galleon. It is Galleon. I lied. He bamboozled me.
All right. Anyway, I was explaining the cops. So
were.
the cops, they were put in the game. They have 2 states basically. So they have their active state logins. That's the normal state that you expect to find because in the minigame, in Stealthy Snoop, that's what they're always doing. They have a second state that we added in gameplay, which they will randomly just stop like looking around and turn off their flashlight. They won't be able to catch you if they're in that state.
Yeah, and it can be pretty annoying at points. I have a vast history of disliking most cop locations.
I'm trying to think of where Danilio can get coconut shooter with bananas. I'm struggling to think of if there's going to be enough in his path here.
I think he'll have to go back to the
Oasis
area.
He has to do the trees and Oasis, but he's just going to leave.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's oof.
I get it, but like,
it is.
He's been cutting corners to try to keep the pace, and I get it. It's a rough way to go, but like with 2 things that you got on the medals, like I don't blame him.
Yeah, but Coconut Gun is arguably the most important move in the whole game. Without it being hinted or not, that sucks.
All right, at least he might go and get barrel throw.
Yeah, he might get barrel throw. He probably gets Baboon Blast as well. But he's in a bad spot at this point because Connor is just chasing his key 5 hint at this point, which is very likely in Galleon at this point with what we've been provided for hints. And Connor's at 41 GBs as well. So he is not lacking in the golden bananas.
This is interesting because I don't think Connor was able to do these upper lanky checks.
Yeah, they could be important. We have not gotten anything hinted pointing towards this at the moment, so we'll just have to wait and see. And yeah, and as a reminder, we do have an R&D path.
Oh, it's key 7! Now, that's probably going to be hinted to Connor if he finds key 5 soon, but what a pull.
That is really good for now. Again, yeah, I kind of tend to agree with you that it has to be hinted in some capacity, so Connor will probably just get the hint if key 5 is easy to get force.
At the same time, it could be something stupid like, oh, key 7's path of it is this spot with Orang stand, which might not be very helpful. So there is still a world that Danilio can pull this off, for sure.
Yep. I was going to say the reminder is that we do have a factory R&D path to Diddy phase, which I think it could be troublesome with how little they have at the moment for that area. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out on for.
All right, is Connor a Super Mario 64 expert? I think the answer is looking like yes so far. Nice balloon pop.
That always happens in this room. You're trying to shoot the face and the balloon just gets in the way.
Don't forget about me.
Smile.
Now, I think Baboon Blast was up here somewhere. Yeah, it was on this guy that he's about to go to.
Yep, this is exactly where Baboon Blast is.
Now, that's probably the first check where I'm thinking, like, he probably doesn't feel good about that, but hasn't gotten Connor anything yet.
No, he's not found anything surprisingly here. So what else is missing? The mermaid, of course. We have the mechfish, which I think Connor's not even.
Connor might do the mechfish eventually, but I don't think that's on his mind at the moment.
Yeah, did he do the blast? He didn't do the seal race either. Oh, Outskirts is foolish. Outskirts is foolish, gamers. Mechfish and that is all foolish, unfortunately.
The mechfish agenda doesn't want to believe that.
Uh-oh.
Thank God Connor doesn't have to get that balloon. That's the most evil balloon in the game.
It is surprisingly hard to hit. Oh.
Alright, now I'm hoping Danilio actually goes back and checks the Kasplat for the barrel. Oh, Connor just lost a rainbow coin, rip.
Yeah, see a rainbow.
Oh, it's a potion!
That's not what you would expect, but it is still within the key 5 path range.
This could be peanuts right here.
Can it? No, it can't. It cannot be peanuts because we have R&D path to Diddy still unfulfilled.
Oh, right.
It might be. It has to be another move. It probably is Mini Monkey, is my guess, or Punch. Mini Monkey and Punch are my two favorite candidates here. There you go.
And it's Mini Monkey.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I know where Connor is going next.
He's going. Yeah. He's gonna go right across. Yep.
Finally, is barrel throw.
He is getting barrels. Oh, there's another file.
It's the same game.
It's the same game too. No, that's.
Are we sure we're not living in like a time warp or something?
So I did mention earlier as well. Okay. That balloon had to lead to something else. So this is probably an item that will lead to Path to Diddy. So this is like trombone or punch. Yeah. What?
There it is.
Oh my god. What did I say earlier? We're gonna see mini or punch, and we saw both in the top.
Hello. That's why Riley's the 2 seed, chat.
Yeah. But yeah, so that punch is probably the path to R&D. So do you know what that means? That means, chat? We're probably gonna see a toy monster.
Put your hands together for bad hit detection, man. This is looks like a golden banana filled treasure chest here.
Yeah, which Connor's getting all of them. Connor is at 54 golden bananas if you count all his tracked blueprints as well.
And soon to be 55.
So right now it is just key 5 that's eluding him basically. Obviously he doesn't have key 7, but yeah, where is that key 5? If it is now, so now the issue is he has to do every single mini check. which is rough. It is pretty brutal.
I'm holding out for the mermaid, to be honest.
Where did we see a pearl? We saw one in one of the 5-door ships, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it was. Oh god, I think it was Lanky's. It was Lanky's 5-door ship, which
yeah,
they
which we
can't
cannot
do.
Oh, it's getting
Oh,
bullied.
he's not paying attention. Okay, we're good. Connor's probably, or not Connor, Danilio's probably feeling really bad while skipping this check earlier, so now he's going to do it.
I mean, Danilo's just missing coconut, so he's. Oh my god, it's monkey porn.
Wow, everything is just bang, bang, bang right now.
Yeah, Caverns was hinted path to key 8, so it makes sense for them to both do this. That's probably why Danilo's doing this, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, Danilo's missing coconut, so he's kind of desperate a little bit to get anything. So
the good news is we haven't seen anything coconut gun locked, but he's probably still going to feel bad if there is something there.
Logically, we need it for the mini and the punch.
Yep.
But obviously, he could actually forego that completely, which is pretty nuts.
It's a little late.
Yeah.
I
don't really know, like, there's a specific spot you can shoot at where it's always going to hit. If you, like, it's a tough one to time, for sure. Sometimes it's a little tricky, so I don't blame him.
Oh,
but he did get it. So. Wow. That
was tricky. Man,
yeah.
We can really see that golden banana difference now. This is 15 golden banana difference.
Yeah, it's pretty massive, unfortunately. And Connor's just keeping his head and going forward. We're gonna see. I think this is the last, minus the mermaid. This is the last check. That could be key 5 still. We're gonna see. Just a GB. Is it even worth getting at this point? Connor says yes.
Oh bye.
Yeah, you can. So you can break 2 and then just backflip on it. I know the old strat was just to get on the kegs in the back and then just jump on when you break 2. But if you have Diddy or Tiny, you can just get on and backflip and you can reach that.
To clarify, you can break 2 and then jump on the kegs on the wall. What Connor did was break 3, then backflip onto it with Tiny or Diddy, and that you can get the check that way.
Yeah, it's much easier that way because the jump onto the 3 barrels can be a little tricky. Oh, he's peeking the mermaid though, so he's covering his bases at least.
This could be checkmate for Danilio if this is key 5.
Hey,
although granted, I don't know if Connor can get a pearl right now.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a pearl that's accessible. Well, what did she? Oh, do you have to go to her? With a golden banana. So yeah, I think at this point you kind of just have to backtrack and do mini checks across all the levels. Mini
Fairies,
or punch,
anyone?
right?
Fairies?
Fairies?
I can't see Danilio checking the fairy check. Oh, it's a pearl.
In the DK cabin. Okay. Well, I mean, we know it's useless now, so Danilo is...
It's funny that 2 pearls ended up being in the sunken ship. Oh no, he's just missing out on all those moves. And I mean, I guess it makes sense logically. Yeah. He is... Yeah. Oof,
He's not going into Aztec. Yeah.
He is going to check the beanstalk area.
Yeah, he's going to be the first one there. We'll know if the bean is required.
Needs to be careful with his ammo here.
Yeah, they are.
All right, chat. Will the bean save us?
All hail the magic bean. Okay, firstly, we're going to peek the apple. Or if you talk to her, she also tells you what it gives, which is another golden banana. He's going to be able to get his chunky metal as well.
Also,
and
Tiny's metal. The
Yeah,
ever
Tiny's metal,
elusive Forest Tiny
Forest
metal.
Tiny metal, yeah.
Free GB.
Just a GB, which you do buy. You do buy at this point. Yep, and Connor checking his bongo stuff as well, because it is path to key 5. But less likely because it's not locked by guitar. While as Spring and Coconut are guitar locked, so. Okay, moment of truth for Danilo.
It's just a GB.
Womp womp.
And the chat, I can hear them. I can hear their tears from here.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Alright, I wonder what Danilio will check here now.
Yeah, he's kind of a little bit lost at the moment in trying to figure out. I think he's just kind of doing any check.
I mean, this
key 5 is going to be right here.
This Simian Spring check is like it could be pushed. It could be key 5, I think.
It could be. No, because it's not diving locked.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, guitar.
Oh, we're going to see the fairy check. Could this
Connor
be it?
again. Connor is playing very safe, covering every single base. Oh, it's not fairies either.
Right.
What the hell? So now, now I don't know what Connor does. Does he do punch checks? Punch or castle checks are both plausible options. Punch or mini checks. Sorry, I said punch or castle checks, but punch and castle works too. Right now, yes, we are specifically looking for key 5, which has 3 path hints. One is guitar, which led to the back of Aztec, which led to Aztec Metal's key 5, which gave us ooh, that's an ammo belt. That kind of sucks. The Aztec Metals has given us bongos, spring, and coconuts. The bongos are not locked by guitar because it is on the chunky Aztec Metal, so it has to be behind spring and either spring or coconut. And and then coconut and spring both gave us mini monkey and primate punch. So I'm assuming this is what exactly Connor's chasing at the moment. I know it's kind of a lot to digest, but it is a very, very annoying key 5 path hint.
Right, here's another mini monkey lock check for Connor. This could be key 5 right here.
Yep. We've been very thin on every resource today. Jeez. Oh!
Is this trombone? It is!
Wow. Now all the trombone checks could be behind the path to key 5 hint.
I think we're getting deeper.
Oh, this is rough. Okay, so we know Danilo has checked this.
I think Danilio wants a medal reward for Donk here.
Yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure Danilo's just playing super. He's kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel here. He's like, crap, what can I do? And yeah, he's finally going back to Aztec. It's a little late. I hate to say it, but I mean,
as long as Connor doesn't have key 5, it doesn't matter how late he gets this.
At the moment, I would agree, but he's also missing mini and punch, which I think are even more crucial to the key 5 hunt at this point.
Yup. Agreed.
And yeah, Connor getting trombone is good. We still don't know our K Rool order hint actually as well.
Oh yeah, climb those trees. Gotta get some DK bananas.
He's gonna
here.
get it right away and feel real bad about it.
He's still short.
He has to go into the Llama Temple and get the freestanding bananas there. Oh, he's thinking. He's trying to think if he has medals. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna want to get tinies too.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we got a car race check. This could be key 5.
This could be key 5. That's why Connor's checking it. It is.
It is. That's it.
Wow.
That is almost certainly GG there.
Wow, that's yeah. I mean, what else are we missing for go mode at this point? Maybe saxophone and key 7 for Connor and peanuts. Peanuts are very likely in R&D at this point in factory.
Yep.
Oh, we also have an. Oh, actually, we have a Caves Igloo path to Diddy as well. So maybe it is sax in R&D and then peanuts are in Igloo. We have not seen a key 7 hint yet. The key 7 hint is very likely in the last 2 worlds, which will just be forest interior path to key 7. Which Connor has not gotten anything there, so he will just go back immediately.
All right. Danilio, you are 6 GB short. What are you going to... Or 6 color band short for DK. What are you going to do?
Even now, Connor's playing it super safe. What a guy. That is true etiquette. Alright, we're gonna get that Oso lobby 6 hints. Connor is at 50 plus what he's
58.
marked, which is 8. Yeah, with the blueprint he's marked. He could have more. Sometimes you don't. Oh, there, wow.
There it is.
Instantly, Forest Path, Key 7. Oh, there's another Aztec map. That's probably Bongo's. Path to Key 8, right? That's probably Bongo's for Helm. Alright, Caves Kasplat. Oh, what? What? That might be O-Stand, actually. Japes shops are full. Yeah, the warp by warp 2 Kasplat, that is likely Orang Stand to get your insides path to Key 7.
40 of 40 DK bananas and logic for this. This is gonna feel awful.
And you hate to see it. Yeah, and Connor getting a Helm order hint, which was Diddy, DK, and Tiny. We do need saxophone, but again, because we have 2 path to Diddy hints unfulfilled, one is likely saxophone in factory here, and then
I've never seen a man rush so fast to Galleon as Danilio did right there. Danilio's probably going to be doing the lighthouse area first, but
yeah,
like,
I mean, it just makes too much sense. Yeah,
like if he's bold, he'll do treasure room, which is a possibility. Nope.
No, yeah, it's unfortunate, but
and Connor is close to getting one of the Caves shops hints. Or sorry, Caves Igloo. And no, Caves Kasplat Warp 2. That's what he's close to right here. Sorry.
yeah, he's gonna get this Warp 2, which again I suspect is probably Orang Stand.
Instrument upgrade of saltiness.
Look at Connor playing. Oh, there's a
Oh,
chunky vial. I don't think it's going to be super important. It might be like grab or gone or sprint.
and there's sprint.
Which you don't really need.
At this point,
I mean,
Connor must feel like he routed this really well, so like he's just going to be playing it safe from here on
Yeah,
out.
I mean, yeah, just play it safe. I genuinely think Connor played the seed as efficient and as best as Connor could have played outside of the little castle hiccups at the start, where he fell twice. And no, this is
There's
Sax.
Sax.
Okay. So what could Igloo provide? Oh, it's probably Chimpy Charge, isn't it? Then
Or Peanuts? Or did we say Peanuts are somewhere else?
R&D still path to Diddy phase.
Yeah, so Peanuts are probably in there.
So Peanuts are probably charge locked, and Charge is somewhere here in Igloo. It could be DK Cabin as well. DK Igloo and then Strong Kong is in R&D. That's probably why he's doing this one first. He's gonna see the vial from the corner of his eye. Oh, no,
it's just a coin.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be the saxophone Igloo because Tiny is part of Helm. So I think Connor's just gonna full clear. Until he gets whatever move is here. Oh.
That's probably Gorilla
That's
Grab?
probably grab.
Yeah.
And that's probably for the crown in R&D. There it is. That has to be it.
Yeah, Connor's not even going to bother checking the rest. Just going to go
No,
straight
he's
there.
just like, okay, well. Yeah. Yeah, he's even dumping first. I might wait and get the free GBs in factory before dumping here. But maybe he's just playing it safe, and if factory's a high count, yeah, he's just dumping for safety reasons, I think, here. In case factory is super high. I didn't see how high Caves was exactly, so... It would be funny if it would be like 58 or 59, though.
Neckfish is dead. This is unfortunate.
Yeah, Danilo is forgetting to realize that Outskirts is foolish. Yeah. Just 38, unfortunately.
Connor's not even going to bother the hints. He knows exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah, he didn't even read the hints. He doesn't.
So basically, he's going to be running down, hitting the switch, then running up to R&D. It's a little bit of a long path to R&D, but it's the fastest way we know of.
Yeah.
Anything in the mushroom interior that could bait Connor? Well, he didn't do Lightroom. Or Danilio didn't do Lightroom, but he did everything else, and there was nothing else. And Connor's not doing Lightroom first for Lanky.
Yeah.
And when I say Lightroom, Lanky has two rooms at the top. He has a dark room that's hard to see, but has two mushroom bouncy thingies. And then there's also a dark room where you slam the mushrooms. And that will get you a bonus barrel, which is a lot longer.
Yeah. So Connor's definitely in the driver's seat at the moment. Danilo, unfortunately, is doing a foolish outskirts check as well. Which is a little long.
I just gotta wait to be kicked out. There we go. Now he has to be going treasure room. Well, yeah, I guess he's gonna check this, but then he's gonna be going treasure room, and he's going to be on the path here shortly.
Unfortunately, I think he's just completely forgotten that Outskirts was foolish.
But look at all these golden bananas he's getting.
Yeah. Map of Machine of Death. Or Map of Death Machine. I read that literally backwards. He's checking his medal count. Yeah.
So you just go if you go to treasure room, you can get 15 for tiny.
Yeah, but treasure room is a little. It's so less appealing when you can't do the chest. But he is finally on his way there. As Connor, yep, that's peanuts right there. So that should be the second to last item Connor needs. He definitely still needs to go to Mushroom Insides, but he knows he can full clear that area. So there's peanuts. I was kind of waiting for charge a little bit, but. Connor, just on his merry way, gonna go straight to... No, he's reading his hints. He's being a good little boy. Oh, Trash Can is hinted directly for Trombone. Wait, if Trombone is directly hinted for Trash Can, does that mean that Lanky's part of K. Rool? Kinda has to, right?
Caves Metal
Caves...
Diddy.
Caves Diddy... Oh, that's probably Oath Stand, right?
Yeah, that has to be.
I mean, it has to be.
Okay,
Ramon
Danilio's
did
being
get
good,
grabbed,
and he's doing the correct thing here, which, I mean, this is in the path, but Boom Balloon is, so, like, doing this is something you have to do.
Yeah.
I was a little bit worried he would just skip over this, but...
Oh, did he get the mini monkey? Yeah, he did get the mini monkey first. And Connor's just going to warp straight up. And he's going to do this kick slide, which is a lot harder than he made it look.
Getting that first try feels so nice.
Yeah, but it is definitely the hardest slope kick in the game, I would say, to get consistently. In my experience, anyways.
I think I agree with that. Alright, that is go mode for Connor.
He still needs to put 1 GB in. Maybe he doesn't get 1 GB.
No, he knows about this one.
Listen. What if we have the PTT Helm minigame? What if?
I mean, I wouldn't rule out the game being evil in doing that.
That is the only thing that could stop Connor right now.
Dang, Connor overdonked by 8 golden bananas, and he is still flying into Helm.
Yeah, he has 8. No, he did dump with Chunky. He did dump his blue.
Okay.
But he is cruising the straight into Helm. Like, look, he unmarked. Even in go mode, he's still marking his blueprints. Yes, you can do the twirl minigame without twirl, and it is extremely difficult. I've tried it, and I was not able to get it at all.
I think that's the reason why you should play an N64, aka God's intended Donkey Kong 64 console.
I'd rather win, thanks.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't get 2%ed.
Oh, dang. I didn't think about that.
Alright, well.
Danilo's about to get his monkey port.
Yep.
Which is required. Funnily enough, you need this to get Tiny Car Race.
Yeah, I can imagine now that Danilio's gonna be following the same path Connor was pushing, what, 10, 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, he is unfortunately quite behind. That coconut killed him pretty hard.
Oh, Connor almost got caught!
Connor.
Oh, he got caught!
Wow.
This guy is the 1 seed? The 1 seed?
And the 101 world record holder.
Just go to castle. Just do it. Nope. Yep. No.
He's thinking, no, that's Jungle Japes.
There are some mini monkey checks in here, which is fine. It's just not going to get him to the right spot.
Yeah, we have not seen the hive area, and
Oh,
it does
yes,
make
yes, he listened. Go to castle.
What?
Yes.
Whoa, wow!
Dude, he
What a
listened to
play.
me. I time traveled 20 minutes ago and screamed in his ear.
Yeah.
This is a reminder that there's stream delay on these streams. These are not live. We are watching these streams 20 minutes from what is actually happening.
Yep. 20-minute delay just to ensure everything is clean as possible for everybody around and involved.
Why do I have to worry about that, Elrock? You're not a race mod. You haven't been one of my race mods anyway. Yeah, we're gonna see some mini monkey checks here out of Danilio. They can feel really bad.
He's gonna get trumped.
She get key 5, yeah.
He's on his merry way to get key 5. Okay. He's gonna get this trombone. And now it's like, oh no. Do I need to chase this too? Yo, any bug fans? Any bashers?
At Kuiper don't care.
Whoa.
Hey, I think Connor took lessons from him, as we can see. Oh, nope, he's got the rhythm now.
Yeah. Oh,
nope.
So the key for the bug minigame is to smack and pray. But generally you want to tend to stick to the middle and not chase too hard. I tend to find is a lot as better. I mean, it's not working super well for Connor, but
the good news is that the bugs always spawn at the bottom in the same spot, but they don't always have the same pattern, but they start in the same spot, and that really helps it.
Yeah, so they have patterns where they will always like wrap around the barrel, but if they do like a wide wrap at the bottom, then you can't really catch them, and that's the annoying one. He gets the cutscene skip too. He's so good. Right, now he's on 2 tinies, and let's hope he doesn't get.
If we see Ponytail Twirl game here, this race is still on. Alright, Danilio is about to find key 5.
Yeah, he's about to get key 5. A little late, of course, unfortunately, but he will at least get. Oh, it's the long minigame.
It's the long one. Yeah, Danilio's not even about anything else except these mini monkey checks.
Yeah, it makes sense. Again, everything pointing path to key 5 is kind of this, so.
Danilio's probably thinking that his only hope is that Connor didn't miss Coconut the first time, but unfortunately he got it in his first trip there, so.
Yeah, that Coconut is rough. I think logically for DK colored bananas without
it's all
strong
40.
Kong. Yeah, it's 40 because there's what, 40 locked by strong Kong, and then there's the 2 balloons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is exactly 40 out of 40, which is tough. It is really tough. All right, last minigame for Connor coming up. Oh, there is a white vial in the tiny. That's kind of funny.
Check it for the fans, Connor.
Connor is safe, by the way. No PTT minigame. So he has...
It is officially go mode.
Yeah, officially official. Oh. And Danilo, yeah, it's just gonna ponder and just go get the hints.
Get it for the fans, Connor.
Oh, he missed a cutscene skip. Unfortunate. but it doesn't matter for him at this point, as Danilo is going to get his key 7 hint, which he already has, of course.
Danilio is definitely going to be going caves here.
Yeah, I mean, you have the hint for it, so you're just gonna. I'm just gonna grab it. I didn't see. Did Connor check who the last Kong was? I'm assuming it's DK, but
I didn't see. I could only see the first or the tiny.
Did we ever get our last K Rool path in? By the way, I think it might be behind the tiny feather room.
It probably is. I don't remember seeing it.
Oh wow! Well, we did. Remember when you said earlier that we might not need barrels? Well, it is Lanky K Rool.
Well. You did, in fact, need barrels.
Yeah. Which might be our last hint, honestly. It might be Owl Tree, Path to Lanky Phase. Oh, did we get the tiny one? Yes, okay, thank you. Castle Shops, Path to Tiny Cable. Thank you.
Hey, we got a rainbow coin finally.
Yeah. Unless you're Connor and your only rainbow coin falls off in the water.
Uh-oh.
And Danilo is still missing 15 GBs? Is it?
No,
okay. He has 51, okay.
He's only one short now if he turns in all his blueprints.
Yeah. Okay, Connor's done with phase 1.
There is Saxophone Slam, and now just missing Peanuts.
Yeah, so he just needs to grab his grab.
Grab the grab, easy.
Yeah, grab the grab. And then go get Peanuts. As Connor is on to Diddy phase now, he's shooting a light that has the best hitbox in the whole video game, but we don't talk about it. Oh.
This is a hard phase, but if you know the strat, it becomes pretty simple. I don't want to say trivial, because it still is kind of difficult, but...
I think just because you're taking extra damage to go fast, and then if you miss a shot... Like, it's definitely the easiest fight to die.
Right.
So... And then we finish off with the best. The tiny phase. Still doing these lag strats, which I don't think do anything at all on VC.
But you can see yourself in the crowd if he does that.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
Yo, the more I keep seeing Tiny Phase being called an auto-scroll in the chat, the more tempted I am to make random toe cycles appear in Season 3.
Uh-oh.
So watch yourself. Got quite some different reactions out of that one. About what I expected. Oh, and then I'm gonna make the toes do double damage.
Just the toes. Yeah.
Just the toes, yep. Who's calling what an auto-scroller now?
Oof. Right, Connor onto his last shoe phase. In the randomizer, every single K. Rool phase has been reduced to a faster version, so you only need to enter the boot twice instead of 4 times, which speeds up this fight already quite tremendously from the original.
What was that? Beaver bother? Put it in? Okay.
Gotta go. Okay, one more hit for Connor. And GG. Connor finishes with a time. Let me pull up his time.
It is 143.03.
Yeah, 143. GG.
Thanks.
Speaking
Whoa,
of Connor,
he's here already.
Yeah, it's like he teleported or something.
It's almost as if I've been waiting 20 minutes.
So let's talk about the most important part about your run, the part where you fell off castle twice in a row.
Uh-oh.
You know, I was saying that like I've been doing that strat for a while now, and it's only happened to me twice ever, and both of those times were today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what so like you try, if you try to land in exactly the middle, even if you get hit, you usually don't get flown off, right? So
exactly. You can partially stun him for a second if you land on him. And then also if you get hit, like you don't usually go flying all the way off in the middle, but yeah.
It feels bad. And then you have the walk of shame and then it happens again. So outside of that, I think you played basically perfect. So I don't think you made too many mistakes.
What do you mean? He didn't buy the bean.
Okay.
He saw the bean and just ignored it, walked out.
Okay.
Although, to be fair, it was a very cash-strapped seed. No rainbow coins.
Yeah. Although the coins didn't, like, stop me that often. Like, whenever I was low on coins, I had, like, backup, like, route ideas. I knew exactly what I was going to do instead.
Yeah, it really wasn't too bad.
Can I interact?
That key 5, though, got me worried.
Yeah, that was the big talking point of the seed was, okay, early game you get 3 path key 5 hints. It's like, uh-oh, what could possibly this be for? Also, GG Danilo.
GG Connor.
GG.
But yeah, that key 5 was definitely the big point of the seed, of what you really need to follow. But I'll mention it now already. The big difference was the coconut gun. Connor, that coconut gun was 40 out of 40 exact colored bananas in the Aztec for you to be able to get that in Logic, which Danilo did not get in his first trip, and ended up chasing the spring and the bongos quite hard.
Yeah, when I left Aztec without like fully clearing all the medals I could have gotten, I realized I probably was making a mistake, but I had already left, so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna follow what I have and hope that leads to prosperity.
Did you need DK's gun to beat the seed, though? If you do Gold Tower out of Logic?
I don't think you do need the gun, but committing to Gold Tower is kind of tough.
Especially if you don't have access to the treasure chest, because Mini Monkey was on the gold tower.
Right, exactly, yeah. So the one thing that would have brought you in, you weren't getting unless you went in there.
Yeah, which was not really appealing, right? I'm assuming that's why you didn't do it when you did your trip to Galley Sans Coconut.
Yeah, I just never found myself in a spot where it made sense, so I just tried not to worry about it. And, it burned me this time.
And not was it only gold towers, it was a gold mine of punch and Mini Monkeys.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured Connor just ended up getting that weight before me, which led to the big difference.
Yep, that is the massive difference, unfortunately.
That 40 of 40 bananas was pretty rough, though. You had to go into Llama Temple and get all the bananas.
Yeah, that is like a medal I know about though. Like that was in the back of my head. Like I know without DK's gun, like there's 40 bananas for DK and Aztec, and seeing Aztec medals, hinted for Diddy phase, hinted for Key 5. Like I was not convinced that Bongo was important at all because that was on the chunky medal, which didn't require guitar.
Yeah,
I
said the same thing. Yeah.
So I knew it was like one of the other 4 medals that was really important, and Spring alone, I was like, there's probably something else.
Which, I mean, technically you could have skipped both Spring and Coconut, but
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, yeah, with guitar being path to Key 5, and then you get you're just okay, well, basically you get guitar, you're you kind of have to full clear the back of Aztec. I think it's kind of silly to not just clear the full back. Obviously, the DK medal was the one outlier that was really difficult to do, and getting Spring right before that was really unfortunate, to be honest.
Yeah, and what was I gonna say? I didn't want to just bank on Gold Tower having every single item I needed. It looked like Lighthouse that's a lot of checks in Lighthouse. I was like, surely Lighthouse will have something. It's important to have DK's gun, and then find out after I have Key 5 that Lighthouse area is foolish. That was fun.
Oh, was Lighthouse?
Was that one of the hints?
Yeah, that was one of the
even
foolish
check.
hints right at the very end.
I don't even think I checked my level 6 or 7.
It was level 7, yeah. Connor just did it out of safety at the end, I think. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Once I got Mini and Punch, I felt like I pretty much got everything I needed pretty fast outside of Lanky Igloo being the last Igloo check that I do, of course. But yeah, just getting Mini and Punch late really killed me this time around.
Yeah, because I do want to mention that I think you played this pretty well, because you cut corners pretty aggressively in some parts, Danilo, and I think those were really good plays from in your position. You were just okay, I'm not going to do this check, or you got homing in Mushroom area, and you're I'm not climbing.
Yep.
And
I knew I was going to have to be aggressive if I was going to have a chance against Connor, so I tried to be a little less thorough than I kind of have been in my other matches, I think.
Yeah, I think it was really good. I mean, obviously outside, you missed barrels and blast, which I mean, they're whatever. I mean, barrels I don't think was hinted at all for Lanky Carol either, which kind of sucks. But
yeah,
it's
and we didn't need
possible it
blast
was
or anything, did we?
No,
Yeah.
blast was not required.
It's possible barrels was hinted in level 7. I would ask Connor to do it, but he's busy glitch cheating on his stream right now, so
He did check level 7. He did not check Aztec door, I think.
oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I could check if we're really curious.
Someone should check out of curiosity.
Because and also another thing I want to mention: how did we feel about 4 path the Diddy hints just for Peanut?
It made him easy to find, at least.
Because you see that early, and then you get Rocket Barrel not even on the path. You're like, uh-oh.
Yeah. That's kind of one of those. It's you just kind of let it play out throughout the seed, and then it'll probably point somewhere pretty specific.
Yeah,
with that much hints.
Yeah, which it did, obviously, but it sometimes it can be okay, you got this and this here, and then you get this and this there. But I guess it did get kind of funneled pretty easily for this one. But it is kind of oh boy, what is my key rule? And then we have an unhinted Lanky, and then only 1 for Tiny, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, I just checked Aztec hint, and that was just factory Nans are foolish.
Wow.
All right, then.
I mean, if we were missing the R&D and the Igloo area hint, who knows how long it could have taken to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was also hoping that R&D had Strong Kong or something, and then Peanuts would just be on the Bongo's Igloo, because I think that would have been Aztec medals for Diddy too.
Yeah,
but then no, it was grab for R&D, so at least you had to get that.
Yeah, one of those are different for sure, and it's like hinted to path the lanky with barrels instead. Could have made
Yeah.
a
Both
huge
of us
difference.
do caves before factory.
I did caves
Yes.
before factory.
Yes,
yeah.
both of you did. Yeah.
That helped.
Okay. I get. That's what you were confirming. Checking with your Diddy medals. Yeah. Which was
Yeah,
O
I was like, I went. So I did not know that Key 7 was in that specific room in Fungi, but as soon as I saw that there was a Caves Diddy medal hinted way of the Horde, I was like, that's probably a rank stand for my Key 7.
Yeah.
Oh, Caves Diddy medal was hinted way of the Horde. I didn't.
In lobby 7, yeah. For O stand to get Key 7.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that did happen is that you did get Key 7 before Connor did. Just kind of like just searching for something when you were like kind of desperate.
Yeah, yeah. I just cleared mushroom, flew up there, and I was like, "That's the quick one. It's always a good one to get." So
Yeah. And well, obviously you knew the hint was probably in the last two lobbies, so you knew it was not probably going to be a super big advantage for a while if it was an advantage. But
right.
yeah,
I mean, pretty good seed overall, though. You know, foolish bosses on our first round of hints. That's always nice.
yeah. Foolish bosses on in lobby 1 is probably one of the best foolish hints to get.
Although we only had 3 foolish hints for 90% of the seed.
And that was outskirts, which you kind of I think you did forget at the end, didn't because you did mechfish and the seal checks.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I was just thinking coconut, everything coconut.
No. Danilio is part of the mechfish agenda. Wanted to make sure that check got done on stream.
Okay. My bad.
Stream value.
Exactly. But
Well,
yeah.
GG's again, Connor. I think we kind of covered everything.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I don't think we have anything else to talk about, though. So if you want to like talk about what the bracket will look like for both of these players after this, you can.
Yeah, so remember, this was the winner's semifinal. So Connor is moving on to the finals to play none other than my co-commentator, Riley. That match has not been scheduled yet, obviously, because Connor didn't win, but that's going to be scheduled at some point. We will post it in our Discord when that's going to be. Meanwhile, Danilio not out yet. He is just moving to loser's bracket and is guaranteed top 6. He will be playing the winner of Kuiper and Barry. Well, that's a 3rd and 7th seed, respectively. So that's gonna be a heck of an opponent, no matter who it is.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess we see each other again, Connor.
Yes, hopefully. Well,
guys, like hopefully it's a different result.
Yeah.
But currently, Riley won the last Blitz tournament. So with this being the main tournament, Connor's going to hope to get revenge there. But remember, it is double elimination, so just beating them once is not enough. So.
Yep. And as a quick saying, I am going on vacation for a week Tuesday, so we're probably gonna have to
Connor,
play
he's running
after
away
that.
scared.
Yep. I'm tucking my tail in between my legs, and I'm going somewhere else.
that's okay. We have time.
Yeah, we're very far ahead in the bracket, so.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of time to do that match. And again, once that's scheduled, we'll make an announcement. But thanks for those watching the VOD of this on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our Twitch channel, DK64 Speedruns, as well as our YouTube channel, also DK64 Speedruns. So a lot more content in the future. And of course, be sure to check out DK64Randomizer.com. And that being said, let's go ahead and find someone to raid here, and we'll end the stream.
Trying to see who's a good raid option.
How about this Connor75 guy? He looks pretty good.
Nah, he's cheating too much.
Oh, here we go. Spike. Wait. No, I think we gotta do C-Fox. We gotta do C-Fox.
Sea Fox is streaming?
C Fox is
doing
actually streaming.
Randomizer?
He is actually okay. We are doing C Fox for sure. So, sorry, Spike. I did rate Spike a little bit ago, so it's okay. C Fox, it's your turn.
C Fox, who hasn't played, I think, since 1.5, from my memory. So.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning.